Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here tonight on this show. Everybody doing tonight on a Friday? We're here to talk about, you already know, sports and wrestling. Let's go through this fucking shit. Not a lot of NFL news today. We can go over some of the games, I guess. The Ravens said they're expected to sign DeMarcus Robinson, a free agent. The Baltimore Ravens. But other than that, not a lot of news, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight on a Friday from the freaking NFL, man. Not a lot of freaking news, man. They were saying that freaking Tom Brady is the reason he's not in training camp is because he was singing, filming a show called The Masked Singer. Jesus Christ, man! Freaking Twitter was going off on that shit all day. That I think it's been confirmed by a source close to Brady that is not the case. Many people believe he's on a freaking vacation, that he planned a vacation back in March, February, whenever the hell he retired. And they couldn't cancel the plan because the wife's going to get pissed off. So that's why he's missing training camp and preseason, because he planned the trip back in February, March when he retired. And the wife wouldn't let him cancel it. We'll see what the hell happens. But apparently, according to reports, that is not true, that he is filming a show on Fox called The Masked Singer. So we got the Patriots beating the Panthers 20-10. Let's see here. Do we have any good quarterbacks? I like to look at Matt Corral, 9 of 15, 58 yards. That's not really impressive. Well, I guess it is. Whatever. PJ Walker, former XFL quarterback, 8 of 15, 107 yards. So no Sam Darnold, no Baker Mayfield. That's crazy. What the hell? And it looks like they made the choice. They're going to go with Baker Mayfield from everything I'm hearing, but it's not made official. But I guess the quarterback competition is over. If neither Sam Darnold or Baker Mayfield got to see the field today, it was Matt Corral and PJ Walker. And for the Patriots, Mac Jones, 4 for 8. 61 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Oh, well, okay. Not much playing time for Mac Jones. Bears and Seahawks last night. Justin Fields, 5 of 7, 39 yards. He was getting sacked a lot, I heard, or at least pressured. Let's see here. For the Seahawks, Geno Smith, 10 of 18, 112 yards. He played pretty damn good. Drew Lock has COVID, so he couldn't play. All right. And then Packers and Saints. Ian Book was the only one that played. No Andy Dalton, no Jameis Winston, only Ian Book. And he played the whole game. 16 out of 28, 113 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Got sacked twice. He also ran for 49 yards. But yeah, he didn't book at the whole game. Wow, that's pretty crazy, man. You don't see, it's a different approach now that it's only 3 games instead of 4, I guess. Different approach. For the Packers, no Aaron Rodgers. Most of the game was played by Jordan Love. Went 12 for 24, 113 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interception, was sacked once. Again, so this game, man, it must have felt like almost like a regular season game with frickin' Ian Book and Jordan Love playing the whole games. No second and third string quarterback for the most part. Packers won at 20-10. And we currently got the Texans and Rams playing each other. Tomorrow we got more games. Sunday, same thing. That's pretty much it about the NFL, I guess. Not a lot of stuff going on. Also, apparently, not a lot of stuff going on in the frickin' National Basketball Association. Not a lot of stuff going on over there as well. Baseball, let's move over to freaking baseball. Marcelo Osuna freaking got arrested. Was it last night or today for freaking driving drunk? Jesus Christ, man. He paid his fine. He's out of jail, and he met with Alex Antetokounmpo and Brian Stinker, the general manager and the manager of the Braves. But Jesus Christ, this comes only a year ago. Going to jail for domestic violence, and now, freaking a year later, he's in jail again for driving drunk. Jesus Christ, Marcelo Osuna. Jesus Christ, man. Let's see more news. The U.S. baseball team has named Mark DeRosa as their manager for the USA baseball team and the World Baseball Classic coming up, I believe, next March. So no experience for Mark DeRosa, but he will be managing the Team USA. I believe Mike Trout is the captain of that thing. All right. A report came out today. They're saying that Noah Syndergaard doesn't want to pitch against the Mets. A former New York Mets teammate came to the defense of Noah Syndergaard after some suggested that he was avoiding pitching against his former team. Damn, that's crazy, man. I don't think so, man. And the teammate, I don't know who the teammate was, but it says, this is the guy who threw at Chase Utley is the guy who threw at Adolis Escobar in 2015 World Series and set the tone. You can hate Noah, but calling him soft is condescending. Jesus Christ, man. I don't think so either, but some people believe he was trying to avoid playing the Mets, I guess. Whatever. Let's see here, more stuff. Here's the official report on Marcell Ozuna. Marcell Ozuna was arrested for DUI and booked into Gunton County Jail after 4 a.m. Friday. This is less than 15 months after his arrest on domestic violence charges and 11 months after he entered a diversion program and was placed on 6 months probation. Yeah, pendejo face for freaking Marcell Ozuna, man. Pendejo face for him. Yeah, let's look at some freaking MLB scores, I guess. That's pretty much the only news today. Freaking Marcell Ozuna getting arrested and freaking the whole fucking rumor that Tom Brady was filming freaking The Masked Singer and that's why he wasn't in freaking training camp. And then not a lot of stuff going on today in the world of sports, ladies and gentlemen. We got the Mariners beating the Athletics 10-2. Jesus Christ. We got the Cardinals beating the Diamondbacks 5-1. We got the Nationals and the Padres tied at 3-3. We got the Dodgers beating the Marlins 1-0. We got the Guardians beating the White Sox 5-2. We got the Cubs beating the Brewers 8-7. Freaking, I'm telling you, the Brewers, man, the Cardinals don't lose, man. Freaking Brewers got a 50. Was this the Baltimore Ravens versus the New England Patriots? Jesus Christ. The Orioles beat the fucking Red Sox 15-10. The Pirates beat the Reds 5-4. The Mets beat the Phillies 7-2. That's another team that doesn't stop losing. They don't stop winning. The freaking Mets, man. They don't stop winning. That's another team that does not stop winning. And this is another team that doesn't... This is a team that cannot win. The freaking Yankees, man. 4-0, man. The freaking Yankees, man. Jesus Christ, man. Only 4 fucking hits. 0 runs. What's going on with the freaking New York Yankees? They're really falling apart. Angels beat the Tigers 1-0. Royals beat the Rays 3-2. Braves beat the Astros 6-2 in a World Series rematch. Hell of a damn game, but the thing is that the Astros lost some pieces. Freaking Yordan Alvarez left the game. He was feeling sick. He had to be taken to the hospital. Oh my lord, freaking that's not a good sign at all, man. Twins beat the Rangers 2-1. Rockies beat the Giants 7-4. But yeah, man, hopefully nothing too serious with freaking Yordan Alvarez and the Astros having to go to the hospital. Jesus Christ, man. Let's take a look at the standings. The Yankees are up by 8. Jesus Christ, man. They were up by like 15 games. Now it's only up to 8. Guardians are up by 1. Mets are up by 3. Some of these divisions are starting to get tighter as we head into September. Cardinals up by 3. Dodgers up by 17. So it seems outside of the Dodgers and Astros, everything might be a little bit tight. Even the Yankees, man, it's down to 8 games. Wild card right now, your dreams that would your top 3 teams in the AL would be Seattle, Toronto, and Tampa. In the American League and the National League, it would be Atlanta, Philadelphia, San Diego. It's pretty much a 4-team race in the American League, like I keep saying. It's between Atlanta, Philadelphia, San Diego, and Milwaukee. Everybody else is pretty much out. In the American League, there's more teams. The Twins, the Orioles, maybe the White Sox, but it's starting to get tighter, man. It's starting to get tighter. Now a lot of teams are starting to get kind of eliminated, man. It's over. for a lot of teams, especially like I said in the National League, outside of the freaking Braves, Phillies, Padres, and Brewers. I think everybody's pretty much done in the National League wildcard race, if you ask me. Unless, of course, you're a freaking division leader, like the Cardinals, Dodgers, and Mets. But let's move over to wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll call it a night on a Friday here pretty fast. Jesus Christ, man, ladies and gentlemen. So we finally got the full information on CM Punk. And yeah, apparently it's not a good situation for CM Punk. He has a lot of problems, especially with Adam Page. Going back to his storyline with Adam Page, his feud back in May when they fought for the AEW World Championship and Double or Nothing. He pretty much told Tony Khan, I am not losing to Adam Page, even though if you book him to win. Doesn't like each other, apparently. That's why, like I said, it was not planned for CM Punk to call out Adam Page at the start of Dynamite this past Wednesday night. There's reports that CM Punk has threatened to quit AEW at times. CM Punk, ladies and gentlemen, is a huge problem. After all, Vince McMahon and Triple H might have been right about this guy. I'm sorry, but if he starts doing this shit and ends up quitting AEW the way he did WWE, I'm sorry, but I think a lot of people are going to be out on this guy. A lot of people are probably going to be already starting to mentally check out on CM Punk, man. Because, Jesus Christ, man, people defended him, right, that he was treated unfairly in WWE, but now, the same thing's happening in AEW. Jesus Christ, man. Crazy man. Punk. That's what CM should stand for. Crazy man. But yeah, man, I don't know what's going to happen, man. And this guy, I can see him going off, getting so pissed off, even as the freaking AEW World Champion might end up freaking leaving. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he leaves as the fucking champion. And that's where Tony Khan, to me, that's where I wonder, like, is he much, like, he's got to, like, stand up for himself. Because if CM Punk leaves, and especially as the AEW World Champion, it is going to make Tony Khan look so bad. You're already dealing with MJF, and now your current champion has threatened in the past to quit the company. Tony Khan's got to grow a set of balls and like put his foot down and like demand some respect. Because I'm seeing a pushover. Like, he's got to man up and stand up to these wrestlers, man. And if he can't do it, then put somebody else in charge who can do it, man, because this is ridiculous. And like I said, same thing for CM Punk, man. All that crap about WWE, and now he's going to do the same thing with AEW. Jesus Christ, man. Shawn Michaels, man, was promoted to Vice President of Talent Development. Obviously, him being best friends with Triple H. Obviously, you're not surprised that happened. So you gotta wonder if he. I think he's gonna end up replacing Triple H and having full control of NXT. That's what I'm thinking. Right now, I think it's him and Bruce Pritchard. But I believe in the long run, the plan is for Shawn Michaels to completely take over and have completely control of NXT. But congratulations to Shawn Michaels, man. They're saying that, so yesterday came out with a report saying that NXT UK was going out of business, and apparently it is. And they released a bunch of stars, about 10 to 15 wrestlers were released from NXT UK yesterday. But apparently it's because they're rebranding it as NXT Europe. And they're bringing that back in 2023. And so I think a lot of these guys, this is the risk, right? A lot of these guys that got released, I think they want to bring them back when they relaunch as NXT Europe next year. But you run the risk that these guys get signed by other promotions, right? Like Impact and Dynamite and AEW. But apparently, I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these guys end up getting signed as soon as NXT relaunches in 2023. Now, some of them could end up getting re-signed, and they just tell them, hey, well, until we launch NXT Europe, you're welcome to come here to NXT in the USA. So we'll see, man. we'll see what happens because it's been in the past, right? Especially Triple H, right? When Samoa Joe got released, they signed him back right away. Same thing with Maverick. I forgot what that guy's name was, but he got re-signed. So we'll see, man. But I think a lot of them are going to get re-signed potentially, especially once they relaunch as NXT Europe. And they're pretty much saying that, moving on to a next story, that now they pretty much won the. So WWE usually has WrestleMania. It gets bidded on by like almost every city. And now they're saying they also won Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series to also get bidded on. So pretty much whoever offers up the most money gets the damn shows. I believe the next two WrestleManias are in Los Angeles and Philadelphia. But so a lot of people are wondering. So that means is it just cities in the USA, or can other countries bid for these shows? Could London, Europe, could London, England bid for Royal Rumble WrestleMania? Could Saudi Arabia, they have a lot of money. Could they say, can we bid for a show like this, a Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam? It's going to be very interesting. And does this include bidders? Does this include other countries? Or is it just the states and the U.S.? That's what's pretty damn interesting about this. But WWE says that all the top shows will be bidded on now, and whoever offers the most money will win it. And I think it's legit, right? Because WrestleMania is usually around March, April. And last time I checked, Philadelphia, it's still kind of cold around March, April. And they're doing it at the Lincoln Financial Field, which is the Philadelphia Eagles stadium. So they're doing this outdoors. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see. I'm assuming it's like the first week of April. It's going to be very interesting to see how if the cold weather plays a factor next year as they host an event in the East Coast around the springtime. I don't know Philadelphia, obviously. I don't know how cold it is around the spring, but usually the East Coast and the Midwest, especially the northern Midwest, they usually don't get warm until about May, June. So we'll see how the fucking weather is for in 2024 when WrestleMania goes to Philadelphia. And let's see, like I said, does this include other countries, or is it just states in the U.S.? And they're saying that the Bar City Blondes are pissed off after what happened on Dynamite this week. They got smashed, they got buried by the Ass Boys. Yeah, I mean, that match was pretty damn quick. They were just pretty much stepping stones. They were trying to get to the Ass Boys turning their back on Billy Gunn. That was pretty much what they were trying to do there. I don't know about the Ass. I don't know about the frickin' Bar City Blondes. They kind of look too soft, I think. I think maybe turn them heel, make them look a little bit more badass. They look like a ripoff version of Edge and Christian from like the 90s, right? But it's like a soft version of them, like California Serving Boys, right? At least Edge and Christian were heels, they came through the crowd, I get like a freaking Edge and Christian ripoff vibe, which is like those guys were Canadians heels, and these guys are like, I think they're from Cincinnati, Ohio, but it look like these guys are from Los Angeles and they're serving on their boards in the beaches and shit. I think they gotta make them heel, maybe repackage them, make them look more badass. I always thought, man, ladies and gentlemen, if you're blonde and you have green eyes, you're really gonna have to earn people's respect as a badass. Right away, you have a soft look. You look like a freaking movie star. So I've always said, man, like if you're blonde and you have green eyes, you're gonna have to really prove yourself that you're a badass, because people are gonna look at you like, this motherfucker, you freaking touch him and he's gonna freaking start bleeding, or he's gonna start crying. So yeah, maybe make them look more badass, turn them heel, maybe put like a t-shirt, leather jackets, maybe some jeans. Have them look more badass, because, yeah, Blondes with green eyes usually, they look soft. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's all we have to talk about tonight on the show. On a Friday. Have a good night, everybody. Have a good weekend. And until next time, have a good night, everybody. Thank you for watching.